by the Hebrew Israelites. In fact, let me say that again. When Yasharallah come to tell the so-called white man who he is according to the Bible, prophesy the downfall of his kingdom, call the United States of America and all the kingdoms throughout the world. Also come to tell our people who they are according to the Bible. It's Yasharallah, man. Alright? Come to unite the 12 tribes through the word. As the Most High has said. Alright, so with that,
give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the elders and all the brothers out there preaching the truth.
This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Yeah, man. That's our enemies, man. All these heathens walking around like lions, man. So we gotta be in a warrior mentality. You know what I'm saying? We gotta always be on our defense. These heathens out here trying to mess us up every which way, mentally, physically, and especially spiritually, trying to get us destroyed. And if they see we doing right or try to come up on any of those levels, especially spiritually, they want to destroy us, man. They get motivated to beat us down. So we gotta have a depressed spirit. We gotta have a warrior spirit to fight that. So the heathens they always motivated to come against us. Always, man. So we gotta have that fighting spirit to fight back, man.
This is verse 9. Who resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world.
Right, man. Our brothers also going through this, man. That's gonna help us. That's gonna motivate us to fight more. To not get depressed, because you know your brother's going through the same thing.
This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High.
Right, be strong in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That's this truth. Everything about this truth. The laws, faith, brotherhood, loving your brothers. That's all going to get you ready for the fight, get you in the fighting mentality, the warrior mentality.
I can say this, you said it. Read that one more time. Brother talking about a fight.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Right. Because we're in a time right now, man. We're in a time where all this shit that you see is about to be broken down, man. Society, as you know,
That's right.
is going to collapse, right? You're going to have to be able to go through all the events that's going to proceed and take place at that time, man. So like the scriptures say, wisdom and stability, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. That's a part of the armor. That's what you're supposed to be storing up right now, is wisdom and knowledge. Along with that wisdom and knowledge, you're supposed to have works, which is the loving of love your brother as you love yourself, and the worship of the Most High. When you live your life as Yasharallah, like was better word, as Israelite, that's how you rebel and fight against the current empire, man. It's about living as Yasharallah.
I'll read that what you read. This is Isaiah 33:6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure."
Right.
Yeah, and like I said, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. And what's the fear of the Lord? Okay. Also by what? Doing his commandments. Okay. So what you doing his commandments, that builds up faith, man. You come out here teaching, that builds up faith. Alright? And with faith you gain wisdom and knowledge. Wisdom comes down the road. Okay? It comes at the beginning, but the fulfillment of the wisdom, as the Most High says, you get that through fearing him, okay? And through doing his commandments. And wisdom, like it says in Sirach, wisdom is going to try you. Okay? You're going to go through tribulation and trials. And you have to fight through that in order to gain that wisdom. Okay? Wisdom is just not given to you in a simple manner, man. Okay? You have to fight through a lot of things to show your faith.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushai will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Right, so during these times, the thing you're supposed to do, you're supposed to rebel against the current system by practicing the ways of Yahshua, by keeping the laws, dealing with your brothers according to how the scriptures say, keeping the precepts of the scriptures, and watching for the prophecy. Also gaining wisdom and gaining knowledge, right? To prepare you for when those times come. Like the faith that we're going through now, we're building faith now, so that in them last days, we're in the last days now, but when that time comes, we'll have built up enough faith that we'll be able to go through it.
And a lot of brothers lack wisdom because they think that all this thing is about is coming out and teaching, man. Okay? There's more than that to it. Yeah, brothers that come out here and teach for years and years and just fell out because they didn't have wisdom. The Most High didn't give them wisdom. Okay? Yeah, brothers that say they have the truth. But if you don't have the wisdom, you don't have the truth, man. You say what you want to say. Okay?
It's about living it, man.
That's right.
You ain't doing, you can teach all you want to, man. That ain't the main course of it. It's about living it. You ain't living it, all your teaching is in vain.
Your naps are like over the like
Sometimes they are. Right. That's our strength, man. Not guns, not, the Black Panther movement fighting Esau, training martial arts and in the woods with the guns and all. It's not our strength. Our strength is these scriptures, man. We don't try to all that. Esau has already beat us, man. That's his gift right now, man. That carnal warfare. How we gonna get on top is through this spiritual warfare. You know what I'm saying? That's our strength.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Plain. That's Esau, man. He has control carnally of this earth. So the only thing we can rely on is the scriptures to fight. In Revelation 12.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
That's Esau. Esau's the devil, man. So-called white man. Coming down on us with great wrath. He's about to do that, man. About to do that to 2/3 of our people. It's on his side, Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. The ones that's going to be saved, the 1/3, is the ones that's fight Esau with the scriptures. That's coming back to their law, statutes, and commandment. That's coming back to their culture. You got something?
So this is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10 again. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Right. Spiritual battle. Spiritual battle, man. Following the laws protects you and shields you from all of the attacks Esau trying to get you with. You can find out how to navigate throughout this society when Esau try to get you fired on the job, try to get you thrown in jail. You know, these scriptures save you from our woman, which is our enemy as well. Make you navigate through her.
This is Psalms chapter 23. I'll start at the top. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
This is King David right here, the greatest warrior to ever live. And King David relies on the scriptures. That's how he got his strength. That's the source of his power. You know?
This is Psalms chapter 23, verse 1. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down.
The greatest warrior to ever live, King David, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is his shepherd. So David is like, he considers himself like a sheep. That's what we are. We're sheep in this society. But when the Lord give us, back us up with that power of the scriptures, the knowledge and wisdom of these scriptures, we warriors, man. Now we can dominate this society, man. There's no one that can stand up to this truth spiritually. You got something up? No, there's nobody can stand up to this truth, man. And it's gonna be like that on the physical level soon too. But we gotta get our minds right spiritually.
This is Psalm chapter 23, verse 2. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still water. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
America, right, the Lord leading us. He's leading us, protecting us. Walking through the valley of death, America. This wicked kingdom, man. Now we know how to navigate through it.
For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest
Who
my
is the
head
first
with
king
oil.
of Israel? Tell me.
My cup runneth over.
First king of Israel.
What the fuck?
Moses.
What the fuck you talking about? Nah, the first king of Israel.
kidnapped this
No,
guy.
no, no,
Wait a
worry
minute.
about it. We're leaving because they didn't even know who the first king of Israel was. We're leaving. His name was Saul. He was killed. The phrase "don't kill the messenger" came from the man who told the rest of the tribe of Israel that the king was dead, but he failed to. The king wanted to die before the enemy encroached the encampment. And I asked you this question, and you're here as soldiers, and you have it all listed out, yet you didn't know who the first king of Israel was. And I admit to you, I am so sinful. I am so sinful. No, he was not. He was not the king. He was not the king. Moses was not the king. Saul. It was Saul. It was Saul. Followed by David.
Hey, stay right here.
No, I know the answers. I know the answers. But I'm not here to debate theology. I'm here rather to question
deal
your
with
preparedness.
reality, man.
And I admit to you,
You said you not here to debate?
amongst my friend here, because he's the only one that I care about. That I am a dog. So I admit to you, I'm a dog from New Orleans. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm from New Orleans. No, but I'm just trying to enlighten you. The first king was Saul. God did not want.
First king was Moses.
No, it was not. You are mistaken. It was Saul, and he died.
We gotta go, man. We gotta go.
I am actually enraged, but I'm not really enraged that we're.
No, not that you're wrong.
We're gonna go eat Wahlburgers. You gotta sober up. We're gonna be here for at least an hour for you to sober up. So let me kill my time. I'm killing, like, this is gonna be like 5 minutes at least.
Alright.
No, delete that. What the fuck? No, delete that right now. You want me to destroy that? The last gay person that took a picture of me? No, but I tell you no lie. He took a picture of me in the taco shit and I broke the shit. So, no, you show me, you delete it or I break it.
You ain't breaking nothing. You ain't breaking nothing.
No.
Give my camera. I'm breaking nothing. So give me my shit.
Who are you?
He ain't breaking nothing.
No, I'm talking to that man.
You're not breaking nothing.
Break. God bless you. So, I thought this was about God.
We're not with it. You're not with it.
Who are you?
This is my Israelites.
Who are you?
These are my Israelites. What you talking
You're
about?
not Israelite. You don't even know who the first king of Israel was. And you take pictures of people.
This is
Why you
Deuteronomy.
First of all,
Chapter 33, verse 4, Moses commanded us in law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob.
that's right.
And he was king in Jeshurun.
So I gotta tell you, the God of Israel.
My God.
It's time to go.
You hear me?
I fear not. Picture takers. And
This
and
is Deuteronomy
look at
chapter
this.
33,
But yet they know not nothing.
verse 4. Moses commanded us in law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob. And he was king in Jeshurun when the heads of the people.
He was what?
King in Jeshurun.
Damn, I can't even have a good his ass for no reason. That brother, that's a Rudenite. You got your first Rudenite.
Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 4, Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob. And he was king in Jeshurun when the heads of the people and the tribes of Israel were gathered together.
Moses was the first king in Jacob. Moses really was the first king.
Yeah, man. The guy he's gonna answer the question and then say before we can answer, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Come on, man.
I got a precept to that.
Ignorant, man.
This is Romans chapter 10, verse 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the God of Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge.
That guy's very passionate, man. Very passionate, man.
They got a zeal.
Got a zeal, but they don't got no knowledge, man, to back it up.
I have a vast vocabulary. You're not gonna play me, bitch. Period. Have a nice day. Have a nice day.
like that, keep making Esau mad, you heard?
This is Romans chapter 10. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge.
I have nothing better to do. I have sinned so much that I must enlighten those think that they know. Who the fuck was that?
Not according to knowledge, man. We don't know how to. That just showed you, man, that Jake got a zeal, man. That's not according to knowledge.
Right, man. That's an example of him not having the armor for the Most High, man.
You can get an Uber.
You got the zeal, but you're not doing it according to the scriptures, man. You're not filtering it out according to the scriptures and being a warrior according to the scriptures. He opened up to all these elements out here, man. Anybody can take him out. The cops can take him out at night. Other dudes can take him out.
Yo, we good.
But if he had the scripture, knowledge of the scriptures, you're not able to do that.
Relax. But that was weird.
It came, furthermore, he came against the prophets, man.
With them, took my likeness and my image and
You're going to anchor the Most High with this, man. Interrupting the service.
As if they are with the minority community.
It's a labor of
Because
love.
in reality,
That's why this is labor. But it's a labor at the same time. It's not just a labor of love. It's a labor. And this is a part of that labor. And this is why a lot of Yasha'Allah don't come out here, man. Because you got to deal with stuff like this. You got to suffer stuff like this, man.
I'm ready.
You got to suffer stuff like this, man. You know, you got to suffer with scoffers. All the alcohol did was bring out his true emotions about the scriptures, man. You got a zeal, but it's not according to knowledge, man. Jay got a spirit that want to be with the Most High, but it's not according to knowledge, man. I mean, he didn't ask us how to get saved. He asked us about the king of
He was killed. All right.
knowing that it's not going to get you saved.
Okay.
God said, you don't need to go because he is.
Okay.
Knowing that it's not going to get you saved.
It was important. Now you say you want to be king. That's true.
But you know what that show you, man, our people. Shalom. But that show you, man, the Lord is starting to bring Israel out, even to 2/3 of our people are starting to be known and be put in their mouth. That was weird. Because part of the prophecy is that 2/3 will rise up and go against the heathens, man. That's a part of it. Of course, they not 2/3 not gonna cross that finish line, but they're prophesied to rise up and revolt too.
Take pictures of us all the time.
They really were not.
They would actually take pictures of us.
Thank you for because that felt awkward. The last time someone took a picture of me, I didn't destroy their phone. I battered their phone to the ground, and I was tempted to do the same thing. Now, despite their hostilities, I was in no
2 Peter chapter 3 verse 3, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
Right, scoffers, man. Well, we have an example right here. Walking after their own lust, their own heart, man. Whatever comes from their heart and mind, without according to knowledge, man.
Yeah, they're here.
Ignorant, man, but they so confident that they're right. They gotta humble themselves and come back to the Most High.
And I'll drop you off later, or you'll get
Verse 5,
because you're not driving.
for this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished.
Right, it's gonna happen again, this time with fire. Perish, man, why? Because our people are willingly ignorant. Here it is, the truth is spread over the whole earth now. We got famous celebrities, proclaiming the Most High's name and His Son on TV, on mainstream TV now. The truth is, it wasn't like this a couple years ago. Now everybody knows the Israelites now. But our people are still willingly ignorant.
And it says scoffers coming after with their own lust, man. He saw us out here on the corners trying to wake up Yasha'Allah. Now he coming with his vain speech, man.
And I am no one to tell you this.
Drunk as fuck. Excuse my pardon my language, but drunk as hell trying to tell us about the Lord.
Come on. All right. Yet you recognize that
A zeal, but not according to knowledge.
It was Saul.
See, you got
whatever your ideology
and
teaching is, it seems to be.
But continuing on, 2 Peter chapter 3,
for you to believe that Moses,
verse 6, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perish. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
Perdition of ungodly men. That's real.
Yeah, man. I mean, but this is part of the part of the work, man. It's not supposed to be easy. Bring that up.
I'm sorry. What scripture was that again?
That was 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3 through
Y'all
7.
see Issachar?
What happened?
Y'all see Issachar? What for Issachar? You ain't see him?
No, I was talking to him. What happened?
Yeah.
The French said shalom. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Read that again?
Okay, you want me to start at the top?
Yeah, read that. Yeah.
Alright, this is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they are willingly ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished.
That's real. Willingly ignorant, man. Not unknowingly, just willingly, like, yo. And that's what a lot of people do out here too, man. They're ignorant to a lot of stuff. But it's not just the fact of being ignorant because you just don't know. Y'all don't even want to take out the time to understand things, man. Like the scripture says, be ye not ignorant of anything. That's why y'all come up with, like with him. That's called willingly ignorant, because the brother said, yo, Moses is the first king. So with that being said, the burden of proof is on that brother to prove it. So that dude should be like, all right, prove it. And that brother should now go ahead into the scriptures and prove it. And when he came out with it, did he even hear the scripture?
I don't think so.
Exactly.
Get in the fight.
Exactly. That's willingly ignorant. Because I don't want to hear the answer, because he may come out with something that's actually factual, and then my shit is just, you know, is proven wrong. Willingly ignorant, man. So I'm just gonna keep saying Saul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though it's saying that Moses was the first king, man. But it said in Jeshurun, is it the king? Read that scripture again.
Hey, if I could say this, when he first came out here, he asked the question. He said, who's the first king? Before anybody can answer, he said, Saul. Saul's the first king.
Yeah, you even let him get an answer out. Like, who was the first king? Saul. Like, all right. Give him a man a chance to answer.
Yeah, man. Willingly ignorant, man.
Hey, y'all, you wanted some? What's up?
Get Proverbs 23 and
7?
20.
Oh, 20.
Proverbs chapter 23, verse 20. Be not among wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty.
Exactly. It says the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, man. Okay? Now this guy right here was a basically a wine man, a drunkard, man. They came up here with no kind of intelligence, with no kind of intellect of the Bible or any kind of. He came up here with straight ignorance, like the brother said, man. Okay? And it says he should be bought to poverty. Why is he bought to poverty? Because he doesn't have the riches of this. Okay? It's not about he doesn't because he don't have a lot of money, or physical money, but he don't have the riches of this, like it says in Romans 11:33. So read that again in Proverbs.
This is Proverbs chapter 23, verse 20. Be not among wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh, for the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty.
Exactly, man. So get that.
I got you.